Tuss. All right, I'm gonna try to one take this. Let's talk from a 2019 perspective here. Something like the New World Order hypothetically would mean a system of laws and morals that everybody starts to follow. A society that operates on such a different list of rules that it would only make sense on an episode of Black Mirror. We'd be like, New World Order? That's giving Hunger Games dystopia vibes, but life isn't a movie. Okay, and imagine I explained in 2019 that in a year, everyone would cover their face. School would go online, businesses would stop, there would be a mandatory vac, and all because of a flu. You would record me and put it on your story with skull emojis. I'm not making any stance, I'm just trying to put it into perspective. It's worth talking about because you're not even allowed to say anything negative about the VVAC without getting hidden from the internet. You know that, right? That should be public information. You can't say stuff negative about the V word. You can't even say the V word. Which I'm not even saying anything. I'm just saying it's weird. That's all. Weird could be good. It's just weird that it's not FDA approved besides emergency use only, yet something like 40% of the city has already taken the first shot. That's a little weird. Not bad, not good. Like, strange. Like how the boner pill company makes the most popular one and the other one's made by the baby powder. Oh, oops, that one doesn't work. My bad. V-word machine broke. Don't take it. Sorry for giving it out and giving you blood clots. I'm just untake the shot. Sorry, our bad.
They know about your blood clot.
Susan, that's not anti-V-word. It's just, I'm just saying. Weird. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm weird. I hate them. Covering your face, everything going online, mandatory vaccination. Do you find that regular?
This is getting political. I'm good. I'm done. This is where I call it. Well, pleasure. Thank you.
I like to talk to myself, so I like the masks. So it's a great vibe. But keep doing your thing. Have a good day. I don't know.
All right.
Have a good day. Sorry.
There's always one. My gut reaction is that all of this is crowd control. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm telling you what I feel deep in here. I'm not saying that COVID isn't real or that the V word is 5G. I'm saying that rich and powerful people know that fear is the best motivator. Americans are taught from birth that you need to go to school to get good grades so you can get a good job so you can provide for your family and then pay for your kids to go to school and rinse repeat. Up until like 2 years ago, I was following everything that I was taught. I was listening to the program up until very recently. Now I operate on my own. This is like my credibility here. I don't have much. I'm a YouTuber, but I don't listen to anybody anymore. I don't have a boss anymore. I'm financially independent. I get to do what I want and nobody can really tell me what to do. A lot of people who work jobs and do things in their life that makes them unhappy, they start having like literally a physical reaction. They'll start throwing up, they'll get rashes. They don't understand why they feel bad. I didn't want to go to school, but that was what I was supposed to do. I didn't want to get a degree and get a 9-to-5 job, but that's the right thing to do. Why do you think religion and political ideologies always correlate pretty much 100% to where you're from? If you're from the Middle East, you're a Muslim. If you're from the Lower East Side, Manhattan, and you're white, you're a raging liberal. That's just how it works. Why still wear the mask if you're vaccinated?
I don't know. I just think it's the right thing to do, but sometimes I don't really wear it on walking outside, but I do think it's the right thing to do often.
I don't really understand that.
It makes other people feel more comfortable. You know, I think
a lot of what you believe is programmed and conditioned based on your surroundings. You seem to really trust the government.
Do I really?
Enough to take a shot.
Well, I was kind of forced to.
Why do you think that they want 18-year-olds to take in hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt? It's so that they own you until you die. The bank owns you, the university owns you, and your 9-to-5 owns you. And sometimes you get close to realizing the trap, but then they'll send you something to validate you and keep you calm until you graduate. They sent my mom this letter saying, "Congratulations, your son made the dean's list." My mom called me. She was so happy. She's like showed me the letter on FaceTime. It was embroidered and it was in cursive. They give everybody at my school who got over a 3.0 GPA, they put them on dean's list. It doesn't mean that dean is like, wow, what a great student. It's an automated message. Pretty much half the student body was getting that letter, but they sent it. It was fancy. It looked nice. And my mom was happy. She was proud of me. I was proud of myself until I looked it up and like, oh shit, this is a participation trophy. The universities, the bank, the government, all authority works together. The system only works if everybody believes in it. What I'm trying to say is COVID and the V word, it's crowd control. People aren't taking it because it stops the virus. The virus will never go away. They're already talking about new strains that are coming out, and Fauci's already saying that you need to get a third shot of the V word. Like, it never stops. This shot is meant to calm your fear. It's not meant to solve the virus. It's just meant to keep people calm. I did this 1-minute podcast the other day about the V word, asking people if they got it. Talking to those people was such an eye-opener, because if you've ever seen the doll test that they perform on kids, they show a white doll and a black doll. And like 5-year-olds will point to the beautiful doll, and it's always the white doll. That's programming. The beauty standards with makeup ads, with just everything you see, white is beautiful. That's programming. If you ask most people and you say, is the V word good or bad? They're all going to say, yes, it's good. Yes, it's good. They're not really sure why. That's programming. I don't understand how people don't realize that the news and politicians always perpetuate this idea that you're not safe, that there's something to be scared of. Always. Sometimes the news will be about killer clowns. Sometimes it will be about like the Ebola virus. Sometimes it'll be about illegal immigrants, the bees dying, like bananas shortage. Even the way they responded to George Floyd made me think that it's all the same thing. Nancy Pelosi said that George Floyd sacrificed his life. His white girlfriend's like, George Floyd sacrificed himself for the greater. No, he didn't. If you could take it back, he would be alive, for sure. For sure, he would take being alive over stepped on to death. What? My first reaction when they say that he was sacrificed was that he was a martyr, that they chose this guy to steer the race relations in this country that were getting worse. Because the way people follow orders doesn't make sense. The left was all staying inside. They were the ones yelling about the mask, like, and then as soon as George Floyd happened, those same people all went outside to protest. It's like you completely disregarded all the rules you were following 2 weeks ago. There is no right side of history. There's no reason to trust anybody in power. It's all the same thing. I got a lot of shit for saying that when Biden won, that nothing was going to change. Only if you pay close attention to the news, then you would be okay. But other than that, the president does not change your life. All you see him do is fall on steps and stutter. When people in charge tell you to do things, you should question it. I miss you guys. I want you guys to come back to normal. That's all I'm saying. Stop the fear. It doesn't help. It just helps them. That's it.
Still on the east side, smoking with my Gucci.